Hey guys, what is up? Today I will be painting my Palmetto State dagger. It's the 19 size compact. Today we're gonna be painting this night camo. I already kind of got started on the process by taking the sights off and taping because I even forgot I was gonna be recording this. So right now we're taping a slide and skip to the part where all of this is finished. Okay, well now I'm finished prepping it. What you want to do is you want to get most of the internals. Like right here, it really doesn't matter. What you really want to be focused on is the firearm pan and the internals back here. Back plate doesn't matter also. And on the lower, you just want to get most of the moving parts. Now, I am kind of sloppy with the masking. That's because I'm doing a camo design. So camo design doesn't really matter since you're gonna be kind of random and all over the place anyway. But if you're doing a full, you know what I'm saying, a full base color change, you wanna be a bit more neat. But you wanna just get like most of the internals. Like I said, the lower, the polymer is okay to paint. So you just wanna get most of the metal parts and the moving parts. And the mag well, of course. Now we're on to the stencil. Basically, what you do is you want to grab a piece of paper, cardboard, whatever, and you want to draw your camo design. Camo is basically just squiggly lines. If you need a reference, Google camouflage on Google Images. So this is what I'm starting off with. There's my design. Now some of y'all might be like, hey B, that don't look like camouflage. That's because camouflage has overlapping colors. So when you start cutting, you need a really sharp knife, especially using paper. You need to get a real good cut. And when you start painting and you're using multiple colors, you start overlapping those colors, and that's when it starts looking like camouflage. Okay, now I'm finished. You just got to keep in mind that the more holes you cut into the paper, the more the paper will lose integrity. That's why it's always better to use cardboard or anything like that. But I'm using a cardboard for something else, so I'm using paper. Another paint I'll be using today is Rust-Oleum. I got two different shades of gray. One is flat gray, the other one is dark gray. Yeah, I know that says primer. Primer is the same thing as paint, right? So we're not even gonna go too much in detail about that. Cardboard we're using is a pizza box that my cat was scratching up. So if I never, you know what I'm saying, I haven't had no other cardboard. So if you have cardboard, use that as your stencil. So how you want to do this is you want to do one side at a time. So what you do is you spray one side, let it dry, spray over it again with your other coat, let it dry, and then you go on to the top, then the other side, and so on and so forth. So what you want to do is you want to find a good, like that right there, I feel like is a nice little design. Make sure everything's covered. Shaking it up. And here we go. Pause. Okay, so you guys see how close I am holding the can to the gun? You do not want to hold it that close. When you hold it that close, you get more of the paint collecting onto the gun, and when it dries, it's going to be thick and sticky, and it's going to take longer to dry. So you want to hold the can at least 2 feet away from the firearm when you're painting it. I make these mistakes so y'all don't have to. Paper is also bad because paint is wet. So what happens when water touches paper? It gets soggy. So I mean it's already done, so I'm not gonna stress too much about it. So I just took the stencil off. A lot of that kind of bended together, and that happens because the stencil isn't closer to whatever it is you paint, and the paint just shoot under the stencil. Good thing this is like my first layer. I'm gonna be going over it with another layer, and look better. So just keep in mind to hold the stencil close to what you're painting. Next is this. I'm not gonna record me spraying it because I'm gonna be holding the stencil in my other hand. So cover as much of it as you can, and we're gonna let it dry before we do anything else. Okay, I just did the other side. Next, I gotta do the top side of that one and the top side of this one and the back of the grip. Well, the back of the grip is kind of alright. Then after all of that dry, we gonna use the dark gray. This shit says gloss. I really hope it's not gonna be like really shiny. We'll see when we get to it. Okay, so this is like 2-3 days later. I had to get some more paints. I got a black and I got a light gray. Since the other gray, I found out the other gray was the same exact shade as this gray, and as you guys read, it was shiny. You know what I'm saying? So it looked ghetto, I guess, because it was shiny paint, and you don't want that on your gun. You want a flat or a matte paint on your gun. So this is how we're going so far. As you can see, this is primer. So what I did is I just went over the shiny paint with the primer, painted the whole pistol gray, and I'm gonna go over it with the camo. So we got the black on there now. When the black dry, I'm gonna go over it with the white. What you want to do is just want to keep, you know what I'm saying, you want to keep taking your stencil and just placing it all over the you know what I'm saying, different directions and get the camo design. So this is how it looks so far. I'm gonna update you guys when, I don't know, later. Update, this is the other side. It's coming out, especially this right here. Oh my god, it is beautiful. It's coming out how I want it to. I might go over it with another layer of black because I want more black to be on this job than the other colors. Get a lot of that gray out the way. That's good. I gotta go over on the other side again because some of that paint mixed and it looks horrible, but this side looks beautiful. So update y'all when it's finished. Okay, so we're all done. Yes, I have this sticking up on my broom because I didn't want it laying down, but all done. The paint has been drying for about, I'm gonna say 24 hours. Now all I have to left to do is put a clear coat on it. A lot of people that rattle can their guns say you don't have to clear coat. I want to because there's some white here. I really don't want to get that like dirty or smudging or anything like that. So I'm just do that and show you guys the end result.